A Tesla refinery located in South Texas is raising concerns about water quality. A drainage district there had its own independent testing done of wastewater coming from that facility, and that has reportedly shown it contained toxic metals. Joining us now to discuss her in-depth reporting into this is Arcelia Martin with Inside Climate News. Arcelia, welcome to our show and thanks again for being with us.
Hey, thanks for having me.
I want to start by asking you to talk more about what this particular Tesla facility does and where it's located.
So this facility processes spodumene, which is a mineral, and then makes it into lithium hydroxide so that way it can make rechargeable batteries. And the facility is in Robstown, Texas, which is about 16 miles west of Corpus Christi.
Okay, that gives us a little bit of the lay of the land there. We mentioned a few moments ago that a drainage district did its own testing of water found in a ditch close to that facility. Why did the district want to take that step to do that, and what did that show?
So it's a bit of a saga, but earlier this year, the district workers were out doing routine maintenance on this drainage ditch that it manages. And the workers found a pipe expelling what they called black liquid into the ditch, and they didn't know where it was coming from. Long story short, the TCEQ, which is the state's environmental regulator, they had permitted Tesla to use the ditch to discharge its wastewater from the facility. And so then, after complaints had been filed about the reports of black water, the TCEQ did its own investigation and found that Tesla was in compliance of its wastewater permit. Now, an engineer working with the drainage district wasn't satisfied with those results, and so they had a third party do its own independent water testing. And that's when they were able to find traces of different contaminants of metals and chemicals.
And what's particularly concerning about the presence of those metals?
So the district or the engineer that's working with the drainage district, he had pointed out kind of a few different reasons why some of these metals and chemicals should be of concern. Firstly is while the drainage ditch isn't meant to reach any kind of drinking supply, it can, well, the metals and chemicals that were found are directly toxic to aquatic life. It can also impact people if they are eating fish that was caught nearby, or the different chemicals will erode the infrastructure of the ditch and could escalate flood risk in the area.
Okay, so we're hearing from the drainage district itself. How is Tesla responding to the findings? Is it acknowledging these results at all?
Tesla says that it's in full compliance of its wastewater permit that it's received from the state, but they are hoping to work with the drainage district to address these concerns. They also brought up, the TCEQ also brought up the point that where the third-party lab did this water sampling is not the same place that the TCEQ does it. The TCEQ takes the water sample directly from what's called like an outfall pipe. And the drainage district, the third party that the drainage district commissioned, they did it from the ditch itself. And so there is a little bit of what's the word, contention there between the results over where the water was sampled.
Where the source of that would be. You touched on it a few moments ago, Arcelia, but what are you watching for to possibly come next in all this?
I'm watching a few things. I'm really curious to see how the TCEQ goes forward. They had initially sampled the wastewater when Tesla first started dispersing wastewater into the ditch for some of these metals and chemicals that were listed, and it didn't show any results of that. So I'm curious to see if there will be follow-up testing of that from the state environmental regulator. And I'm curious to see how the drainage district and Tesla work things out.
All right, well, we look forward to more of your reporting on this. That again is Arcelia Martin with Inside Climate News. You can find that on the Inside Climate News website as well as Texas Tribune's website. Either source will have that story for you. But Arcelia, thanks again for joining us.
Hey, thanks so much for hearing about our story.